Hey folks, walk with me. Well, I don't know. Well, I almost hope that if you're watching this video, you don't frequent your local library. But I hope you have one. Checking for bears, of course. I love my local library, and I never had experience going to libraries outside of like middle school or elementary school until say 2019 or 2020. They're phenomenal. I had no idea. So my local library, which I assume maybe it's a little better than some, maybe it's a little worse than some, maybe it's quite standard. I honestly don't know. But this is why I would encourage you to go check yours out. Because mine has amazing things available to people. First of all, you can get your library card for free, right? So no brainer. And then obviously you can check out books. So people end up with, you know, especially moving, right? You think about when you move and you're lugging around all these books, some that you've never read, yada, yada, yada. Some that you have read, but you're still dragging them around forever. You may or may not ever read them. Your library probably has all or most of them. And so you might want to consider just stop buying books and utilize your library. And then even maybe consider, if you're enjoying that, take the money you would have spent on the books that you utilize the library for and donate, make a donation. Probably a tax deductible donation to your local library in the US. So that's obvious. Obviously, they also have computers, printers. Mine also has several in-person workshops, both for kids and for like tweens and for adults. And we have everything from like things that you would kind of expect, I suppose, like poetry readings, art shows. But they have guides on like recycling. They have instructional, what do we call it? Like symposiums. They have instructional meetings on like saving seeds. Actually, my local library has a seed swap, I think they call it, where you can go and you get like 3 packs of free seeds from them, like in the springtime, that you can plant. But yeah, they have like gardening workshops. That's probably what I was trying to think of. And all sorts of stuff for adults. They even have, I don't know how good these are, but they even have like help with resume writing, job searching, and you can get, mine has access to an app that you can utilize to get audiobooks on, again for free. Like you don't have to have an audible.com subscription or whatever. Also ebooks on there, so you don't have to, you know, have a, I don't know how you buy ebooks. I've never read one, but but you can do audiobooks, ebooks, and maybe that's it. But that's obviously really helpful. And then there's even like a an ability to log into a language learning app. So like you download the phone on your app, use a code that they give you, use some of your library card as like your login information, and you just have access to this thing that otherwise you would pay for to use the app and learn another language. I think they have the same thing for streaming service that is chock full of like documentaries and nature vids and stuff like that, that I actually had paid for several years before I realized this. And then I was like, oh, I should just use the library's free login info. Oh, look at this. Somebody built like a little fort. This makes me feel like I should have made a different video right now, but because I have another video this would work well for. But see this? I don't know if it's hard to tell. I also have a fly that's following me around on the screen, but you can't see that. But somebody built a little fort here. It's pretty cool. Just sort of like off the little edge of a cliff. But yeah, I would really, oh, sorry, one of the other coolest things, we have a library of things. So like you can rent like you would a book, like lawn games, board games, even video games. And for kids, they have these little like STEAM, like science, technology, engineering, they have these little STEAM kits that they can take home and they can use. They have tablets. Yeah, just like a wide array of things that you can do because you actually could like use them and make good use of them, or just for pleasure. But you know, regardless, I would strongly encourage, become a strong advocate for people at least visiting their local library and seeing what's there, finding out what it's all about. Usually, well, I don't know if usually, mine and the ones in my area, the staff is tremendous. Super helpful, always very happy to kind of toot their own horn and tell you about all of the many things, programs and classes and apps and resources that they have available that people just don't take advantage of. If you go in and just ask that question, like, what do you all have here that, you know, might not be obvious? You know, I know that I can check out books, I know I can use your computers. Like, what else do you have access to that might not be obvious to me? They're probably really interested in telling you all of the stuff that you can do. So please go check it out, give it a shot. And I don't want to tick off authors out there, but if you have a habit of just building a book collection and dragging it around and moving with it, go to the library. Donate to the library instead of buying the books. And I think you might find a really cool space that you'll enjoy. All right, folks. Thanks for coming along, and I will see you in the next video.